For those of you who may not know, it has now become legal to pump your own gas in the state of Oregon. Now, many news stations have actually published guides on how to pump gas, but I feel they're kind of lacking for the experience of Oregon drivers. So there now follows a DemonView public announcement on how to pump your own gas. How to pump your own gas, a complete DemonView guide. Pull into the gas station. Sit in the car for 20 minutes. Realize you have to pump your own gas. Exit the vehicle. Stare at the fuel pump for 10 minutes with a confused look upon your face. Ignore the car honking from behind you. Pick up the fuel nozzle. Stare at the car trying to realize where the gas cap is. Replace the fuel nozzle. Get back into the car. Perform an awkward 30-point turn so the fuel cap is now facing the fuel pump. Exit the vehicle. Stare at the fuel pump for 10 more minutes. Ignore the car honking from behind you. Pick up the fuel nozzle. Try to open the fuel flap for 2 minutes before realizing you have to do it from inside the car. Replace the fuel nozzle. Get back into the vehicle and pop open the fuel flap. Exit the vehicle. Stare at the fuel pump for 10 minutes. Ignore the multiple car horns from behind you. Pick up the fuel nozzle. Struggle to remove the gas cap for 10 minutes before realizing it's a locking gas cap and you left the keys in the ignition. Replace the fuel nozzle. Get back into the vehicle and remove the keys from the ignition. Exit the vehicle. Stare at the fuel pump for 10 minutes. That'll really help with things. Ignore the long line of cars all honking their horns while drivers glare at you. Pick up the fuel nozzle. Try to unlock the gas cap while dropping your keys several times in the process. Finally unlock the gas cap, and then drop the gas cap under your car. Replace the fuel nozzle. Clamber under the vehicle in attempt to retrieve the gas cap. Retrieve gas cap, place on roof of car. Stare at the fuel pump for 10 minutes. Watch as frustrated drivers pull around you and go to other fuel pumps and ignore their hand gestures. Pick up the fuel nozzle. Place the fuel nozzle into the gas tank and squeeze the handle. Wonder why no fuel is coming out? Repeatedly squeeze the fuel nozzle handle for 10 minutes. Press the fuel selection button several times while squeezing the fuel pump handle. Finally realize you need to insert your credit card into the fuel pump first. Replace the fuel nozzle. Get back into your vehicle and retrieve your credit card from your wallet. Exit the vehicle. Stare at the fuel pump for 10 minutes. Ignore the fact that the sun is now setting and drivers are shouting abusive comments at you. Insert your credit card into the fuel pump. Stare at the fuel pump for 10 minutes. Press the button to select which fuel you want. Stare at the pump for 10 more minutes as you wait some sort of audio cue to let you know you've made the right decision. Remove fuel pump handle from gas pump with a slightly confused look of panic upon your face and insert it into your gas tank. Squeeze the fuel pump handle and watch in amazed astonishment as the fuel begins to flow into the tank. Keep squeezing the fuel handle until the fuel stops flowing. Remove the fuel pump handle from the fuel tank while squeezing the handle. Watch in amazement as a fountain of fuel shoots out of the handle and coats the side of your vehicle with fuel. Immediately drop the fuel handle. Once the fuel has stopped flowing, look around in embarrassment and replace the fuel handle back into the fuel pump. Feel somewhat proud of yourself and look around with a smile upon your face as you say to yourself, "Hey, that was easy, I just pumped my own gas." Retrieve the gas cap from the roof of your car just as you see a Portland native hop in the driver's seat, hotwire your car and drive off with your car all in under 5 seconds as they happily wave to you and thanks for supplying them with a free car with a full tank of gas. Happily realize to yourself, "Hey, they won't get far, I just filled my gasoline tank with diesel." And there you have it folks, a DemonViews guide to pumping your own fuel.